The game hasn't left Canada. In places like Foxwarren, it will always be one of winter's expectations. There's almost 500,000 registered players in minor league hockey across this land. Add to that the number of volunteers who handle the concessions, the coaches, the organizers, and it's been estimated that almost 4.2 million Canadians are somehow involved in hockey. Some arenas are showing signs of age. Many were built in the centennial year of this country. In most, however, the ice will be cared for. And as long as we continue to supply most of the players to the NHL, the players have something to skate for. Like Falloon, their dreams may one day come true.
Certainly not the only one who's come out of there, and I still see kids growing up, you know, right now that certainly are capable of making the steps to being in, you know, the NHL, and you know, I still think it's possible that that can happen.
The center ice, here's a breakaway. Balloon, all alone, he shoots, he scores! Short-handed goal, and it's 3-0, San Jose. Balloon, a great goal scorer, and he's very confident in this situation.
The origins of the sport are in Canada, and I don't think there's anybody that's in this country that doesn't have enormous respect for that. I certainly do, and gratitude. But then I like to feel where I grew up, which is back east and in New York and Boston. I mean, I skated just as early as any Canadian kid. I may not be as good, but the desire and the heart was there. There are people in pockets of this country that feel like the sport is theirs too. And it's just like baseball is now in Canada. Basketball is now in Canada. It's the way it should be. This is a different world, and globally it's so much closer together. I think it should be that way.
In the next For the Love of the Game, we'll examine the way the game is sold and presented in San Jose and compare it to the traditional approach taken in Toronto. We'll also go behind the screens of Fox television. With high-tech graphic treatments and an innovative approach to the marketing of the game, Fox offers hockey its current best chance to grow in the United States.
Scream.
TSN Inside Sports, brought to you by Canadian Tire. There's a lot more to Canadian Tire for a lot less.
Fans of the Winnipeg Jets beyond the borders of Manitoba, and we've received correspondence from at least one of them in Las Vegas, Nevada, of all places. Here then, some highlights of a top 10 list of ways to save the Winnipeg Jets. Actually, there were 16 ways listed, the number having been adjusted for the difference between the U.S. and Canadian dollars. Anyway, some ways to save the Winnipeg Jets are as follows. Have Burton Cummings serenade fans at the arena for $100 a pop. Any jet landing in Canada pays a jet tax. Melt Winnipeg snow and bottle it and sell it as Great White North. Make TSN the TEEMU SELANNE network with all royalties payable to the Jets, of course. Tell Axe Unworthy Manitoba will secede from Canada, and he'll have to get a real job. Reacquire Ty Domi and send him door to door. Just some of the suggestions of the self-appointed #1 Jets fan in Las Vegas, Harold Naiman, who also says he could ask Jerry Lewis to do a telethon. It's interesting to note that there is not, to my knowledge, a Get the Jets campaign dominating the news in Minneapolis. Nobody is offering to reconstruct the Met Center. Kirby Puckett isn't donating $100,000 for every extra base hit he gets to a hockey fund. Life will go on in Minneapolis, with or without the NHL. It already has, and it will in Winnipeg too, but the difference will be greater in Winnipeg. So we say good luck to those who will not only notice the difference, but feel the difference. Good luck as you try to make a difference. That is the last word for tonight.
To see a White, we're banking on you to get it together and convince the councilors and the feds and keep going with Gary Philman and the great job they're doing to rally this cause.
Keep those Jets.
This is it.